Hey guys, how's it going? Awesome. Okay, so that was Even in His Youth by Nirvana. Now, this version of the song that I've played for you originally featured on the Hormoning EP back in 1992, but there was a version before that that was recorded in 1989, and that was a demo version, I believe, and that version appears on the Nirvana with the Lights Out, the compilation collection of CDs. And that version of the song, the 1989 one, doesn't have the guitar solo, and I think that just demonstrates that, it was still like in the developmental stages, I guess. But with the version that's on the Hormoning EP, this version also appears as a B-side on the Smells Like Teen Spirit single, and it appears on the 20th anniversary deluxe edition of Nevermind. Yeah, that version. Obviously he does play a guitar solo, but I'm pretty sure when it gets to the second bar of the solo, Kurt messes it up because he plays it all wrong and it's all like out of time kind of thing. So the second bar and the third bar, Kurt's basically just trying to catch up again and get back in time. So what I did was I just played the solo in time, or at least I think I did anyway, to the best of my ability. With regard to previous videos I've done, I've played them the same way Kurt did, and as we all know, Kurt wasn't particularly fastidious when it came to guitar solos. Most of his solos were what I would call anti-solos. They were basically just demonstrating anger and frustration. It wasn't like, melodic solos like Slash would have done, for instance. So many times Kurt would mess up the solo, but he would just leave it in and leave that as the recorded version. So what I've done in the past was I've followed what he did exactly, and cock-ups and all kind of thing. And what's happened is people have gone straight onto the comments and been like, you're playing it wrong, it's out of time or whatever, do you know what I mean? And it's like, well, that's the way Kurt played it, so I don't know, that's what I get for going the extra mile, I suppose. The song itself never actually appeared on a full-length studio album, and that does kind of surprise me really, because I think with a bit of work it could have been a contender to go on Nevermind. Definitely Incesticide. I mean, Incesticide is basically just a list of B-sides anyway. It's got a really strong chorus. I love playing that riff, it's really good. The verse not so much, but like I said, with a bit of work, I think the song could have been great, to be honest. So I think they kind of missed a trick with that one. It's just like a punk rock classic, it's definitely like punk influenced, and just really fun to play. The lyrics basically just describe Kurt's feelings of estrangement from his father and the fact that he was always trying to get his acceptance but never managed to achieve it. So kind of like Been a Son in a way, but like, the opposite way around, I guess, because that was talking about Kurt's sister, whereas this song's talking about himself. It's just a really sad song in that respect. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this song, really. It's pretty simple, so like I said, I don't think anybody's going to struggle with it too much. I'm going to admit I did struggle, not because of the difficulty, but I don't know if you noticed at the end of the cover, my hand was shaking quite badly. That is because the last couple of weeks or so I've been suffering with like really bad wrist pain, and anybody who's been watching the channel will remember that that was something that was bothering me last year as well. I've got quite a physical job and I think I've been overexerting myself recently, so playing guitar has been a massive struggle in that respect. That's why I've been going for like simpler songs. I don't know how this is going to affect future videos. Hopefully it's going to get better. What I'm going to do is try and rest up a bit. I'm going to upload a video next week, definitely, but it's probably going to be a re-upload of something I took down a while ago because I got the tabs wrong, basically. So if nothing new appears next week, then that'll be why. There's not really much I can say about it. I feel like such a wuss, like moaning about it. I just wanted to explain because if my timing's off or anything like that, because I literally did that song in one take and that was it, I was done kind of thing. I was in agony and I'd had enough. So hopefully it's good enough at least. Like I said, I hope it's not going to affect future videos, but if it does, then I apologise in advance. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, please feel free to hit like and subscribe and all those awesome things that you guys always do, and I know you do because you are wicked like that. And a true inspiration for me to carry on doing these videos. So, if the feeling takes you, leave a nice comment as well, because I get nothing but nice comments, to be honest. It's really good in that respect. I get the odd constructive criticism here and there, but I can take that. That's fine. If you have any constructive criticism, it's more than welcome because it's all helpful at the end of the day. As long as you're not rude or anything. Like any rude comments I have had in the past, I tend to delete them anyway because I don't like to have negative stuff on there. But there's not really much else to say, so one thing I did want to mention was I use my blue Strat a hell of a lot in these videos, and that is basically because this is my most kind of like Nirvana accurate guitar, I guess. You know, a Strat with a humbucker kind of thing. It's quite good for achieving Kurt Cobain's tone. I have got a Telecaster, a Les Paul, and another Strat upstairs as well. Obviously the Telecaster and the other Strat have nothing but single coils. The Les Paul has humbuckers, but I don't think it sounds very much like Nirvana. I would be happy to use those guitars in different videos, but again, in the comments section I've had people say that doesn't sound like Kurt Cobain's tone, blah blah blah. So I've basically just kind of like stuck with this guitar mainly just because it's the most accurate representation of Kurt Cobain's guitar tone. If you're happy for me to use, like, you know, Telecasters, Les Pauls or single coil Stratocasters, then let me know in the comments, because, you know, I love playing my other guitars. Obviously I play them all, but for the videos I tend to stick to this one when I'm doing Nirvana, so I don't know. I'll let you go now anyway. Peace.